Hello everybody, Simo here. Today I'm going to be looking at this kit. It's from Answer. It's the SNCASO SO.9000 Trident. It's from the front cover, as you see, it's on the difficulty scale. It's medium, number 2. You can see it's a scale of 133, the normal scale for these type of card aircraft. And it was made in 2010, and it's number 4 in the series. We have a look at the back page first. This is Answer's catalogue at the time, 2010. Not that much here, especially with the aircraft, but there we go. There are far more aircraft now than there were then. Okay, let's have a look at the what's inside. So the instructions are, I'm afraid, in Polish. I'm going to be doing my usual trick of scanning this page, and then I can send it off to a web translation program, and I'll get it back in English, so make it much easier for me. But basically, we have the history. We have the statistics of the full-size aircraft. These are general instructions, and you'll come across these indicators as you look through the model. So 1 star means that the piece has to be glued to 0.5mm cardstock. 2 stars glued to 1mm cardstock. We've got the cut symbol, roll symbol. That means forward, an arrow. P is right, L is left. Then we have specific instructions for how to make the model. We've got lots of general diagrams on the model. I'll go through those in a minute. Just as to the history, I'll tell you a little bit about this. I'm going to say SNCASO. SNCASO stands for Société Nationale de Construction Aéronautique du Sud-Ouest, or National Society of Aeronautical Construction of the Southwest. I think I'm just going to say SNCASO, it's a bit easier for me. SNCASO was a nationalised French aircraft manufacturer, and I'm going to read exactly what it says from on Wikipedia. The SNCASO SO.9000 Trident is a French mixed-power interceptor aircraft built by aircraft manufacturer SNCASO during the 1950s. As part of a wider effort to rebuild French military power during the late 1940s and to furnish France with advanced new domestically produced designs, a request for a supersonic capable point defence interceptor aircraft to equip the French Air Force was issued to SNCASO, and in response the firm designed the mixed propulsion Trident, powered by a single SEPR rocket engine, which was augmented by wingtip mounted turbojets. The Air Force ordered 2 prototypes. Okay, so that's the little potted history on that. So let's have a look now, see what we've got. Lots of nice instructions here, very easily laid out. So the first page here has the fuselage, both looking from the front and from behind. These look strange. They are stabilizers for the horizontal tailplane and the vertical tailplane, the vertical fin. We'll come to that in a bit later on. We also have an exploded diagram here of the wingtip engine, and also how the wings are constructed here, and the air brakes. The next page has construction details of the legs and the wheels. This is I believe the nose wheel bay. There's nice construction of the wheels themselves, made out of pieces of card glued together. And we have construction of the wingtip route, showing the bay for the wheels. This means what's called Kawalki Corker, which means cork pieces. I'm not quite sure what these are for at the moment, unless they're to stabilise the wing as it's being put in. I'll think about that and have a look at that. There are more instructions at the back. We have instructions on how to make the cockpit and the seat, an exploded diagram of the seat there. The outer cockpit itself, the tailplane and fin, and the single, I believe it's a Matra missile, which was held underneath the fuselage. And here we have elevation diagrams, so you can just check how you're building it, to make sure it is as it should be. You notice the wings are perfectly straight. The tailplane is at a dihedral, and they put it at a dihedral just so that it stays away from the wings, from behind the wings, because they don't want eddies causing problems with the tailplane. And then we have some isometric drawings, just so you can check that everything is all right while you're building. So let's have a look at the card model itself. It's actually on, I believe it's 4 sheets. 4 sheets, yes, okay. So each sheet is, I think that's around about 200 gram paper, 135 pound stock. Right, so taking each sheet in turn, we have the short stubby wings and the horizontal tailplane. It's a little bit mixed up. That's part of the wheels. They're the wheel hubs. They're the wheels. There's the cockpit itself. That is that nose wheel bay, internal bay. This is the Matra missile, which looks like it's all painted in white. That's the air brakes. Going back to this cockpit, obviously I'm going to cut out the blue parts and make that transparent. This looks interesting. The back of the cockpit is well, on the front of the page it's actually shown as silver, but here it's coloured yellow. And I've looked at some pictures of the surviving Trident, which is in a French air museum, and it is actually yellow. So this isn't a mistake. It's not supposed to be silver. The next page we have the fuselage itself. That's the front of the fuselage. That's the wing root area with the wheel bay doors actually closed. So I think I'm going to have to open these, to cut these out when the model is made. I don't think I can cut those out beforehand. More parts of the wheels. And this is the rear of the fuselage. These are wing tip fairings, I believe. That's the vertical stabilizer. Wheel bay doors, which you just fold together. These, although it looks like it's just one piece, it's not. These are the wingtip engines. One engine there for the right, one engine there for the left. The cockpit is interesting. It's the instrument panel is actually a photograph. That's quite unusual for these models. Usually they're sort of cartoon drawn. rather than a proper photograph. It doesn't matter. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, and I'm doubtful at this scale you'll be able to actually see it very well anyway. But we shall see. Obviously, this is the cockpit. That's the leg. I'm probably going to be using a large paper clip for that. This is the construction of the seat itself. And these are parts of the legs. Okay, so we have the last page, which is internal construction. Most of these parts have to be pasted to cardstock. So we have the 1 star on these, that's the parts of the engine pods. So the engine pods are glued to 0.5mm cardstock. 2 stars, these are the internal formers for the body, and that's glued onto 1mm cardstock. And as you can see, as you go around, you can see the double star or single stars, so you know which parts to glue to what. This is the internal structure of the wings. It's just folded up and glued into a flat box, which is put inside the wings just to give it strength. That part, those 2 parts there and those 2 parts there are in the wing root themselves, just to give that added extra strength. And they're coloured silver because when you have the wheel bay doors open, you can see inside, so they need to be silver. This part is supposed to be the strengthener for the fin and the tailplane. This looks a little bit thin to me to actually glue to card. I might use cocktail sticks instead, just glued to this. I think that would be better and stronger. So I'll see how that goes. You've also, of course, got a piece of a little silver area there, just in case you make a mistake. You can use that as a cutout to correct it. I think that is it for this model. It looks an interesting model to make. I'll certainly enjoy doing that. It's quite a simple model as well. It's only got, I did count up the parts, and it's only got, a total of 226 parts. So it's quite, for a card model, it is reasonably simple. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little review of the SNCASO SO.9000 Trident. This, of course, is on my list of things to make. And once I do, I'll do a little video of how it turns out, and we shall go on from there. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.